turning this into this, and this into this. Getting a unique and eye-catching effect for my film can often be challenging. It will take a long time to learn all the technicals, and not to mention the time that's spent fine-tuning each effect. But what if I told you there's a simpler way? Today, I want to talk about a plugin from Motion Array. Now, imagine creating a dazzling light flare that tracks your scene's lights, or applying a sophisticated color grading in your footage. Let's take a look. To access the plugin, you go to Motion Array's plugin page. Here you can see a demonstration of different effects. It comes with over 40 of them that you can use. And if you keep scrolling down, you'll see a demo of what they can do for you. Now, if we go back to the top of the page, if you have Windows or Mac, it's got both options to download, and it's compatible with all different types of editing software. But the one I'm using is going to be DaVinci Resolve. The first effect we're going to look at is Anamorphic lens flare. I have a clip here. As you can see, the woman's shining the light. What I want is a blue streak light, as you can see here from the Star Trek trailer. And that's only possible if you use the Anamorphic lens. So let's create a serial node. And then on the right here, if we go down to different type of effects, you will see all the Motion Array effects right here. What we need is the auto lens flare, which is down below right here. Click that and drag it onto the node we just created. Now, if I quickly play the clip back, you will see that there's a flare tracking the light already. To change that, you go to the right at the top, flare type, select the drop down and pick the anamorphic streak. And there you go. So that's a little bit too much, so I'm going to adjust the settings. Let's bring down the threshold a little bit, about there. And then I think we're going to do the intensity a little bit lower because it's only a flashlight. We don't want to be too much. And then also we're going to go down and reduce the brightness a little bit as well. Now I want to increase the blue streak a bit wider across the screen. Length scale to that. And then let's just align the threshold right in the center of the light. There we go. And then reduce the intensity a little bit more. I think that looks perfect for me. And if we play back, and you can see it's tracking nicely, and all that was just under 2 minutes without any expensive anamorphic lens. Thank you, Motion Array. Okay, on to the next effect, which is color grading. I have a clip here. It's not graded. It's just a woman dancing, as you can see. And what I want is to create this kind of vintage VHS kind of style look. So on the right here, again, we're going to go to color grading section. There's different types. For example, there's cine style. We'll put that in and drag it. You can see immediately it's put black bars on top. You can have different presets for that. So we don't want that. We want a more kind of vintage look. So let's remove that and put on the classic cine style. Drag that on. And then on the right, let's try a different preset. Let's try this one, two strip, a bit too much. So let's try the other one. Yeah, that's kind of yellow vintage look. I like that. Just adjust the S-curve a little bit. And also I want to increase the exposure, reduce the grainage. It's a bit too kind of noisy. And then also let's play back. Okay, this is starting to look good. I want to get rid of this vignette. So let's reduce the background. And then on the right here, now we need to add another effect at the bottom here called film damage. Drag that and pull it there. And play back. As you can see, this is the effect we were looking for. Very vintage kind of VHS style. Now let's quickly go through a few other effects. There's this light streak. As you can see, it's like the lens flare. It tracks the light. It's quite nice as well. And then there's a time code, which you can put it anywhere on the screen. It's good for editing, you know, where you're in the timeline. And then there's this scan line that makes it look like an image is from a computer screen. And also there's a really cool effect called zoom blur, which you can use for transitions, for example. As you've seen today, these tools are absolute game changers for any filmmakers or videographers. But we're not just done yet. So for those of you who want to try out the plugin from Motion Array, click the link in my description. We'll give you an exclusive $50 off the subscription. So keep filming, Keep exploring. Till next time.